don't wait to say I need to have millions before I can start my property portfolio or to start my property invest. No, you can always start with what you have. With the little that you have, then you can grow it from there.
With urban accommodation prices skyrocketing and interest rates continuing to rise, township rental properties continue to generate revenue for budding entrepreneurs. One of such entrepreneurs is Thembi Shilenge. She explains how she got started.
In 2017, I said, let me buy my first property, which was an RDP. It was an RDP which I bought in 2017 for 80K. Then I'm like, okay, this is my house. Let me stay there. Then I started living there. You know, I'm doing other businesses. So I started getting funds. My businesses started going well. Then I decided to move, to relocate to the city. Then I couldn't just abandon it. Ne? Then I decided, let me rent out this property, this RDP. Then I started renting it out. And I started seeing cash flow like every month, you know, monthly rental income. And when I check the levies that I have to pay, the rates and stuff, it's not so bad. Like, okay, so meaning I'm getting almost 90% of the profit. Only 10% goes to the services, the levies of monthly, whatever, on the property. Then it became so interesting. Later, 1 year later, I think in 2018, I decided to let me build blocks, you know, like bachelors round in the very same yard. I decided to renovate it, to modify it to look more attractive. Because when you look at Kasi rental properties, people are just used to know it's a back room, like it's just a one room, and then I buy my own basin to bath into. But we decided to modify it to make it look very high standard. So I built those rooms in order for me to increase my passive income, the one I was getting from the RDP. So I built, I think, about 8 units. Then I started receiving monthly rentals, which like 1.8 per unit. So in a month, I was receiving something like 17,000. It was a good money for me.
Shilenge, who owns more than 10 properties in Winterveld, Soshanguve, and other parts north of Pretoria, says she invests in property because it's a solid asset.
One thing, the beauty about property, one thing about it is that it's solid. It's a very solid asset. So it's something which tomorrow it's easily transferred to your next generation, to your kids. It can be inherited as compared to shares, to stocks, you understand? So that's the solidity in it. And it also appreciates in value. It's a good asset. It's a good asset in a way that in certain years, in the next coming years to come, you know, the very same property has grown in value. It has accumulated in value. And the beauty of it bringing you passive income while you're still holding it as an asset. That's from the rental, the rental side of things. So that's what makes it very unique.
Property rentals in townships do come with some challenges.
One thing that challenges me, that actually gives me problem as being the landlord, as being the property owners, is the issue of rentals. So you'd find those troubled tenants who wouldn't want to pay rents. Also a natural disaster, like what if my property get caught in a fire? You understand, all those things. Though the city properties are insured, but it's not easy to insure the township properties. Maintenance also. People in the Kasi townships, they not really like they destroy, but they don't really look out. They don't really take care of furnitures, of equipments like that as compared to the cities. So those are some of the challenges. When people move out, you have to also take out money from your own pocket and be fixing, be maintaining, be doing this and that. But the most riskiest thing is not receiving your income, not receiving your rental payment as per contract with your tenants. Yeah. That's stressful.
The challenges are not enough to deter Shilenge from continuing investing eKasi.
I'm a risk taker. I'm definitely a risk taker. I started taking risks at a very young age. So even when I was working in the mines, for me to resign from there without any lucrative business or assets, it was a risk. So it was a risk I had to take, but it was worth it because I had to focus full time in what I was doing. Investments in the township are not that safer as compared to the cities because of the crime level. That's why a lot of people are running out from the township, but high risk, high return. So there is money in the townships.
Shilenge says her long-term goal is to become one of South Africa's top property developers. For SABC Digital News, I am Dinelo Hlanga Mekuto.